So, you ready? You guys ready in the audience? Fantastic. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. One of the strengths of Forum Theatre is that it's a student-centred, student-focused process of learning. So rather than an old school top-down approach, we're starting with the students and exploring their ideas. We don't come in to impose our opinions and our learnings. We want to work out what's happening for that group of students in that context right here and right now. The aim is to empower them to explore the options that they can create themselves to make change for themselves and their community.
She's not breathing. Is that bad?
Yes.
What are you doing? Get away from her. She needs proper help. She doesn't need you slobbering all over her.
I've been invited to a lot of parties when I turned them down, and now I don't regret that choice. It really does help get the message out. Not do peer pressure or not fall into it, and definitely wouldn't take drugs, especially if the outcome is that bad. Nobody wants to die at the age of 15 or 16 or 14.
This forum theatre that we perform is a really good idea of showing them the way how they should behave or take care of themselves. I'd probably drink less and do not let peer pressure ruin me, if you get what I mean.
My favourite part of this process is probably all of it. I mean, it was all really fun. Having the freedom to make our own scenes from scratch. It can give people tips and pointers, at sort of what not to do and what to do if you're faced with certain situations at a party.
So don't let them steal your light. Don't let them break your stride. There's light on the other side. You'll see all the rain clouds follow me. It's a revolution. Make it out tonight. It's forever.
We danced like that all night. See, these kind of parties don't happen once in a while. They happen every single weekend. And getting set up is really, really important.
Did you partake in any of the fun?
Yeah. Everyone was just having a lot of fun, so I thought I'd try it out. But it was my first time, and it's made me feel pretty sick.
It was as big as an ant, and they're going, and he must have been off the ground because he's so small and tiny.
Wow. Who is that? Is she okay?
Yeah, so in this moment, maybe what we can do is really quickly recap. This is what we like to do in Forum Theatre. We'll recap this scene. And you guys stay focused on constants and things that she could do a little bit differently to either avoid what happens at the end or mitigate the damage that happens at the end.
I think there are issues that need to be addressed, and that's good that we could educate people in year 9 towards what could happen and how we could change their mindset so they know they won't get in trouble if they call an ambulance if someone's hurt. I really enjoyed this whole process.
You guys had a chance to quickly chat. What do you think's going on? Maybe go with hands up. Can people tell me what they think's going on for Alexis here in this scene?
That she can lose her life.
So why do we think she's in that position? What happened to get her there?
She got depression. At parties, people, they get carried away and they don't think about, if there are going to be really bad things that are going to happen.
Yeah.
And I reckon these two, they didn't want the ambulance, or I can't remember who, but they didn't want the ambulance to come.
They did that, yeah.
They were scared that they were going to get in trouble for not taking care of her.
I heard that when the ambulance called, they're not allowed to tell the police what's happened.
I reckon these two could have laid her on her side just in case if she vomited.
Yeah.
The party, I reckon it would have been a lot more fun if there was no alcohol and drugs.
I think it was good how they showed the mother being drunk because nobody really talks about that. So, they do, but they don't really go into detail.
Yeah. That was something that I was surprised to hear when working with the Year 10s, that they said that's something that happens quite a lot, is that in terms of where people get their alcohol from, it's from adults that they know, which is really scary. If we're looking at the community at large or the kids themselves, what could they do?
Every parent has to be responsible, say, you go to the party, don't drink too much, don't use drugs, because if something happens, you will be the last party you're going to.
The message is don't want they think they are alone.
They are in a party, they are have to be responsible to themselves and for the kids, for the mate as well.
I think the main responsibility lies with each parent.
Yeah.
You have to have an open pathway for communication between you and your child.
Loved it because I've been to so many productions here and it's a play and you sit and watch it. You have something you're thinking about, but this one actually involves us. When other parents get together as a collective group and then all of a sudden these kids are going, oh, your mum says the same thing. And I think that's powerful. I find it interesting that the kids are talking about it, not coming from an adult point of view. For me, especially in this community and in the Aboriginal community, it's a huge problem. So I do worry about it all the time. Peer pressure and temptation is the hardest thing for kids to face. It's all right for us to say as adults, we could just walk out of that situation. When do you learn to stand up and be assertive and go, I don't want to know that?
Would you be able to demonstrate the recovery position? You know what to do. If this was her, what would you first have to do?
So I'll come up and just check that there's nothing in her mouth.
Yeah. We hope that we can highlight the fact that there's always lots of different options in any setting to make different choices that can lead to hopefully more positive outcomes. And if the kids understand that they can be empowered to take control, hopefully that can filter into different parts of their community as well.
This is gonna be